thing.
The YouTube, that video, has that slowed down? It's a little bit, but the problem is every time it slows down, there's like a whole patchwork of people, and they share each other's videos.
Oh, okay.
So about the time it slows down, somebody else will share it, and it'll start up again. You know, I've been cussed at for people from Paris. Not Texas. No. I've heard that.
Yeah, they're coming to get the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. But they moved in when it tore the caravan down. You saw a lot.
No, they're by Rockwood.
That's it, I just wanted to.
Thank you.
John, were you done?
I'm done.
Steve?
Just wanted to point out that we received our water report in the mail, I noticed, a few days ago. Now, granted, our system was sort of down for much of the year, but all of our tests were good. The only thing noted in there was all the cities about, the freeze, the week of the freeze, and not everything got done the way it should have been done. But all of our testing was all done, within the parameters that needed to be. So people forget about that. It seems like the stuff from 5 or 6 years ago gets brought up all the time. But we've been clean the last 3 or so years, at least, in our fault.
Yeah.
No, thank y'all for your work, because I know even sometimes just the smallest things you have to research can take a long, long time, so thank you for that work. Because if you don't ask, kind of like John said, if you don't ask, you certainly won't ever get it, so good job on y'all's part. Pretty much it.
Okay. Yola?
I don't really have anything.
Okay. Dan?
Shout out, I thought the fireworks show was good this year. I mean, it was more expensive, but it was.
Did you see how packed the boulevard was?
It was packed. Well, boulevard had a lot of people out there. I talked to Marvin and him about a staff meeting this morning. I think council needs to discuss the sale of these city signs, our street signs, and our replacement cost with the new signs versus the old signs. That I think we need to come up with some type of fee schedule where those things can be purchased. And the whole thing with EDZ was we were going to buy these ones specifically for the boulevard to start with, but we wanted to replace the ones throughout the city as money become available. But knowing that we could sell some of those old signs and help offset the cost of the new ones. So anyway, I'd like for us to discuss that and come up with a schedule for that.
Yeah, haven't we been selling the old signs?
We sold.
Yeah, for $5 on it.
I already thought, I thought we had returned, but they've been selling for $30.
Well,
Need to get rid of all that.
$5, which is too much as their scrap value. Well, to me, they're worth more than that. And he was taking the $30 and putting it toward the pet,
Animal
control thing.
which I get that.
But, and that's why I wanted to discuss it with the council is, one, I think they're worth more than $5 a piece. And because if we're gonna offset the cost of these new signs, and I don't know, Jeremy, if you can find out and get us the number of what the new signs cost.
$46.50 a sign.
Okay. I still think people would pay it, so.
It's printed, everything ready to go out in the street, $46.50.
But do you need...
Hardware,
You need the hardware
Yes.
to go with it? Okay.
Probably another $10 for the hardware, the brackets.
And there's gonna be limited signs on short streets like my street, only 2 signs. I'm willing to pay $30 or something for a sign, but again, I think we need to come up with some kind of fee schedule on that that's everybody agrees on, and then we put it out there for the public to buy when they come available. That's all I got.
One question, you brought up the fireworks show. There was a pause that made me wonder if that was going to be the end, and it wasn't. But did something happen?
The fire launching apparatus caught on fire.
Oh, okay.
We saw that, didn't we?
They all go off? Well, they had to stop shooting and until they extinguished it, and then they continued.
Oh,
I thought it was over as well. Because
I thought it was over when they left.
I went out and started walking the boulevard at that time, and then they started going off again, and I was like, oh no, what do I do?
Well, for my event, I was set up there by Cosberger, and there was a whole parking lot full of people. I just kind of surveyed the people there, just, hey, what y'all think about the show type thing? And everybody seemed to be very positive about it around there, so.
Did they go a little higher this year than they have in several years?
Some
of them seem pretty high.
Yeah. Oh,
Few of them seem real low.
Yeah, they were.
well, some of them didn't have as much, what do they call it, stuff to them, but then there's others that had a whole bunch to them, so it was, overall, I thought the show was really good. And like I said, people that I was around, they seemed to really enjoy it.
Guys at SoCo stand probably real happy.
I know Marvin had worked, because some of those companies have gone out of business, the one that we've been using for years went out of business, and others, I don't know, they've gone out completely, but they, due to the cost of the fireworks and their insurance going up, they just weren't gonna do it this year, so. And I thank the church for not only having that event there, but helping us. They did, I guess they did pay their part of that. They paid
$2,000.
$2,000 for the Victory Church paid, which was a nice gesture on their part to do that, so I thank them for that. That's all I got.
All right. And I don't have anything, so we're gonna go into executive session pursuant to Section 551.07 for personnel matters, appointment of police chief and deputy police chief, as well as board and committee appointments. We're in exec at 8:40.